Magandang umaga po mga kaibigan. Ito po si Jomar Hilario and you are in the webinar entitled How to Fulfill Your Personal Dreams and Goals even if you are an OFW and the family's breadwinner. Our guest tonight is Janica Moscoso and today is January 14, 2013. Hindi December. Okay? So, short introduction to myself. I'm an online marketer. I'm one of the few in the Philippines, and I'm doing this series of webinars to serve everyone who is listening to plan, write down their plans so they can see their plans come true. May evidence pa. And since we're talking about evidence, tonight Janica is going to show us our guest, Janica Moscoso, an OFW from Singapore. She's going to show us her written plans and how those plans came true. Mga pangarap ng OFW at sang breadwinner. Sino dito ang breadwinner sa family? There is a question box. Can you type the word yes? If you are a breadwinner. Tama kayo, mali ang aking date. Dapat nilagay ko 20. Ano ba yan? 2030 na naman. Magising ka naman, Jomar, di ba? Ayan, yan. Magic, napaltan agad. Ganun talaga ang buhay, may magic. Thank you very much for that. No? And anybody here excited to learn from 14? Mali na naman ang date. Ano ba yan? Excited to learn from Janica. Anybody excited to learn? First time natin may OFW na. Ex-OFW actually, na mag-share tonight. Okay? So it is I met Janica during the super conference of Bo Sanchez in Palawan in Dos Palmas. And first impression ko, ang taray naman nito. Ang galing pumorma, pero ang taray naman. Tapos eventually, I got to know her better and mali yung aking impression sa kanya pala. Hindi niya nga pala alam yun ang introduction ko sa kanya. So, ano pala siya, masayang kasama pala itong si Janica. And since then, I've been inviting her over to my mastermind meetings sa Fort. Okay? So, can I ask, who's excited to learn more about Janica's journey? Meron ba dyan? Pakitype me. And Janica, tingnan mo yan sa sa questions box mo, makikita mo yung mga sagot nila. So, ready na tayo? Oh, ito na. Okay. Janica, good morning. Can you hear me?
Hello, hi Jomar. Hello everyone. Good evening.
Ayan, ito na po si Janica
Ayan.
Moscoso and here is her story. Ayan.
Alright. Thank you, Jomar, for inviting me here. So, I hope you guys would enjoy my story. It's entitled How to Fulfill Your Personal Dreams and Goals, even if you are an OFW and the family's breadwinner. Okay? So, I will start with a story.
Go!
So, makita nyo dyan, there's an airplane. So, what's my childhood memory of an airplane? Naalala ko nung bata pa ako, madalas kaming nasa layasan. Doon sa labas ng bahay namin sa may bukid. Naglalaro kami ng mga kapatid at pinsan ko. Kung may sandaling napatingala kami sa langit at nakita namin ang eroplanong lumilipad, hindi namin maiwasan ng mga kapatid ko na tumalon-talon at sumigaw ng, "Papa! Papa! Si Papa yun! Papa! Papa!" Hindi kami titigil sa pagtawag sa kanya hanggang hindi na namin nakikita ang eroplano. At uuwi kami sa bahay namin paglapit na ng hapunan. Sa totoo lang, narinig na namin ang hiyaw ni Mama na tinatawag kami para umuwi. Sa bahay, nandun si Mama. Hinihintay kami para kumain. Madalas ang tanong namin, kailan uuwi si Papa? Sa summer, sa bakasyon nyo. At hihintayin naming magkakapatid na dumating ang araw na iyon. Matapos ang hapunan at kami ay pwede nang matulog, pupunta na si Mama sa tahian. Katabi lang kasi yun ang bahay namin. At dun siya mamamalagi hanggang abutin siya ng madaling araw. Hindi na namin siya mamamalayang matulog at makikita na lang namin siya nagising kinabukasan para ihanda kami sa eskwelahan. Ako ang ate, ako ang panganay sa 3 magkakapatid. Anak ako ng isang OFW at ng isang self-employed. Lumaki ako sa Bulacan at nakita ko ang mga sakripisyo ng aking mga magulang para itaguyod kaming magkakapatid. Nangarap ako na balang araw ay mabigyan ko sila ng komportableng buhay. During the days that I have no classes, especially during summer vacation, I would help in my mom's embroidery business. It also served as our bonding time. She'll tell me her stories and her dreams. And I would often hear her say, pangarap kong magka-apartment. That time, bata pa ako, I didn't understand why she would want to have an apartment, but this dream stuck to me. When I was in high school, I learned that having goals in life could make someone successful, and writing them down increases the chances of it happening. So, I wrote down my very first life goals. I remember that my parents used to tell me that I am only allowed to get married when I'm 40. Tanda na nun, di ba? Sabi kasi nila, I will have to give them a house in Manila first. Alam ko naman nagbibiro sila, but then, at the back of my mind, I was saying, why wait until 40 when I can do that at age 30? So as a young high school student, I wrote down my goals. So by age 30, so by age 23, I am working abroad. By age 25, I have a property to my name. By age 30, I have businesses for my family and myself. And by age 32, I am married to a man who has true faith in God. So yan yung mga life goals na sinulat ko nung bata pa ako, nung high school pa ako. So let's fast forward a little. Naalala nyo na yung tatay ko, OFW, di ba? So he decided to come home for good sa Philippines kasi sabi niya nami-miss daw niya yung paglaki namin eh. So he decided to come home and help my mom with her business. And then fast forward again and I graduated from college and had my first job in Makati. Since nakikitira lang kami sa bahay ng relatives namin sa Parañaque the whole time na nag-aaral at nag-work kami sa Metro Manila, my parents prompted me to buy a condo. I took their advice knowing that they would help me pay for it. Then something happened. My parents' embroidery business started to weaken until it closed down. Masakit yun sa amin kasi syempre yung source of income namin eh, main source of income. As the panganay, I took the role of the family breadwinner kasi wala na kaming ibang pagkukuhanan pa ng income. For 5 years, all my salary went to my family and for the payment of the condo. Then in 2008, a lady office mate and friend shared to me the book she read, Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. I read it and instantly I got interested. She also lent me the book Think Rich Pinoy. So this opened my mind to the world of stock market, entrepreneurship, and real estate investing. Also in that same year, I got accepted to a job in Singapore as an IT professional in a multinational investment bank. At that time, the choice was a no-brainer. And so, I flew to Singapore and became an OFW just like my papa was. Then I thought to myself, I can finally save up for my future. Kasi 'di ba wala akong masyadong nasi-save nung nasa Manila ako. Then in that same year also, nakaramdam ako ng homesickness nung nandun na ako sa Singapore. Kasi naman, I would come home from work to an empty apartment because all of my housemates are working overtime. Medyo ganun kasi doon eh. Medyo workaholic tsaka long work hours talaga sila. Kapag manonood naman ako ng TFC, laging patayan ang napapanood ko sa TV Patrol. Alam mo yung parang palagi na lang merong namamatay. Hindi ko rin maintindihan yung mga teleserye kasi hindi ko naman siya nasusundan. Kasi minsan, madalas nga, uti rin ako. Kaya hindi na rin ako nanood ng TV regularly nung nasa Singapore ako. Then in that same year too, we heard of the US recession. Nalaman namin yun kasi yung bank na pinagtatrabahuhan namin, they started to downsize people. So nagtatanggal sila. Ganon din yung mga ginawa ng ibang mga multinational companies around us. So imagine naman yung naramdaman ko na Akala ko parang redemption ko na yun at makaka-save na ako ta's biglang nagkaroon pa ng ganito. Parang feeling ko ang malas ko nun. Then, hindi pa ata enough yun. And on that same year, yung boyfriend ko since college na naiwan sa Manila broke up with me. It was very painful for me that I thought I could not overcome it. Little did I know that I would experience two more heartbreaks in the next 3 years. So parang patim lang pala yun. But then after feeling the pain and just about everything that was happening, I began to believe that I am determined, my will is strong, I know my priorities, and I know that I could very well discipline myself. So I told myself that in my first year in Singapore, yes, I chose to believe that I am going to stay at the bank regardless of the news of retrenchment. Ganun kalakas yung belief ko noon. And that my first goal is to fully pay my condo in the Philippines. So, anong ginawa ko? I started to plan. I wrote down my budget, all the things I considered in a piece of paper. Pero kasi since nung time na yon I was moving, madalas ako lumipat ng bahay noon eh. Madalas ako lumipat ng apartment. So I decided to transfer my plans to my PDA. Wala pa akong smartphone dati kaya at saka hindi pa ako bumibili ng laptop noon eh. Then guess what? After a year, I fully paid my condo na. Sobrang saya ko noon. I was so ecstatic that I wanted to plan my my life, every year of my life. So in my second year in Singapore, I planned to invest in myself. 6 years of my salary went to my family and the condo. So I thought of rewarding myself for that year. So ano yung mga ginawa ko? So ito yung mga nilista ko. Physicality. I went jogging. I signed up in a gym. I also tried yoga. Nagkataon nagustuhan ko yung yoga kaya hanggang ngayon, part pa rin siya ng routine ko. Then lifestyle. In the past 6 years, I was so focused on working very hard that lagi na lang comfort food yung nakakain ko, yung something na accessible sa akin. So, on that year, I decided to switch to a healthy lifestyle. Then new language. Since nasa Singapore ako, madalas nilang gamitin yung Mandarin Chinese. Eh, ang dami-dami nilang naririnig ko every day. So, I decided to learn their language. I enrolled in a Mandarin class, but then, after that, wala na akong naaalalang ni isang word. Parang medyo fail din yun. Pero okay lang kasi at least, parang somehow, na practice din naman yung brain ko sa alam mo yun, sa pagbasa, sa pagsalita ng mga words na bago sa akin. And then, education. This is the time that I also spent on researching about real estate. So, finalo ko yung foreclosurephilippines.com. I think that time nagsisimula pa lang din yun. Tsaka yung mga ibang real estate investing personalities in the Philippines. So, medyo para akong lurker doon kasi hindi naman talaga ako active sa mga forums nila or dun sa mga blogs nila. But then, lagi ako ang mode ko nun is nag-absorb ako talaga ng knowledge from them. Then, syempre yung isa, yung change of state. That means yung travel. I also wanted to see other places, to see other culture. So, I brought my family to Singapore to spend the Christmas with me. And together as a family. We visited Malaysia, Indonesia, and Hong Kong. I also went to Japan, Australia, and New Zealand with friends on that year. But then, on my third year, I thought I wanted to do something big. So, syempre, medyo nag-enjoy na ako ng second year ko. Ano yung gagawin ko for my third year? So, sabi ko, for my third year in Singapore, I would set myself a goal to buy an income-generating property after reading so much about it. Back in 2008, bago pa ako mag-Singapore, I asked my family to look for properties that we could buy. Kaya, yan is not really new. I just decided that I will do it on that year. With God's help and perfect timing, we found a good property in Makati. Sa lahat ng ito, nasa Singapore pa rin ako. Bali yung mom ko yung nagvi-visit ng mga properties sa Philippines. Alright? Then, nung meron na nga kami nakitang property, I then started to plan on how to acquire it. So, I wrote down my plans, pero siguro mapapansin nyo bakit hindi na sa PDA ko, di ba? Kasi may nagbigay sa akin ng monthly planner. Sayang naman, kaya ginamit ko na. Nakita ko na mas maganda pala siyang gamitin kasi kita ko agad yung mga sinet kong action items kada linggo. Gusto ko sana hindi maglabas ng malaking down payment kaso mababa yung appraisal ng property Kaya nag-isip kami ng paraan paano makakuha ng extra funds. Hulaan nyo paano kami nakakuha. Naalala nyo ba yung condo na binayaran ko in full? Ayun, pwede pala siyang gamitin collateral para makapangutang ako sa bangko. So with that, na-acquire namin yung property and with the payment terms na kami mismo ang nagdikta. And yun. So, ito na yung boarding house. Ginawa pala namin, yung property na binili namin sa Makati, ginawa namin siyang boarding house. At tinawag namin siyang Olympia Boarding House by Purity Properties. Pangalan kasi ng mom ko is Pura. So, tapos yung full name talaga niya is Purification. So, kaya ginawa ko na lang siyang Purity Properties para sa kanya. Yan na yung boarding house namin. Yan yung photos. Okay? Pero naman nakakatuwa, sakto yung time ni God. Kasi on that year din, yung mga kapatid ko ng ibang bansa na rin Kaya naiwan na lang si mama. Para siya na yung magiging in-house landlady of the boarding house. Since wala nang nakatira dun sa condo, naalala yung condo na pinang-collateral ko, di ba? Since wala nang nakatira dun, pinarentahan na rin namin yung condo. Kaya, dalawa yung income generating na properties namin that time. At dahil sa rental income na yon, hindi na nakarely sa salary ko, yung family ko. Kaya hindi na rin ako breadwinner. So, parang on that third year, natuwa ako na nagkatotoo yung pangarap ko. Alam niyo yun, basta parang siya, di ba sinabi ko by 30? Pero I think at this time na meron na kaming income generating properties, I think I was at age 28 noon. So, may 2 years akong di ba, parang na-advance ko yung sa goals ko. Wala na, natutuwa lang ako. So, ano nang susunod? Kasi syempre, wala na akong pinagkakagastusan. Parang hindi ako sanay. So, ang nangyari sa akin, parang feeling ko, noon, kasi nga, even kahit naman pagkagastusan ko yung sarili ko, parang feeling ko, hindi pa rin ako masaya. So, I started reaching out to friends, talking to them, and then also reading blogs, and that's where I found Bo Sanchez. So, nabasa ko yung mga articles niya, and na-uplift yung spirit ko doon. And then, it made me realize that serving others makes me happy, especially yung mga ladies na kagaya ko. Kasi parang yung ginawa namin yung boarding house, inisip namin yung mga kagaya ko dati Yung mahirap pag-commute, mahirap umuwi, yung binabaha, yung mga ganun ba. So, yun. So, nung 4th year ko sa Singapore, sabi ko, I will prepare to go back home to the Philippines. Kasi nga, parang naramdaman ko na yung calling ko talaga is to serve the people at home. So, yun. Ayan. So, ayan yun ng mga planners na ginamit ko. Kasi 'di ba parang feeling ko effective nga yung monthly planners. So, bumili pa ako ng isa. So, yun yung 2012. So, dyan ako nagplano. So, sabi ko, paano kaya ako makakapag-prepare para sa pag-uwi ko? So, pinag-aralan ko yung paano mag-build ng emergency fund, at saka syempre kung paano ako mag-build ng mga paper assets ko. Para ready ako pag umuwi na ako sa Philippines, meron na akong funds para sa mga susunod ko na mga business projects. And then, in 2012, really decided to come home for good. So yun, so umuwi na ako noong 2012. Tapos in preparation din, sabi ko for my full-time entrepreneurship, sabi ko, sige na nga mag-join ako nung super conference ni Brother Bo kasi yung first ever na conference si Bo na feeling ko marami akong makikilala mga entrepreneurs din doon. Sa mga like-minded people. And then on the last day of the super conference, nung pauwi na kami, I met a fellow member. Then, he reached out to me after the conference. So, we met up. He was asking for property, mga real estate, at saka mga property tips kung paano makakabili. And that's how our friendship started. And then we also regularly attend the Feast, PICC, saka nagpunta rin kami dun sa Kerigma Conference. Then, I guess, yung friendship namin blossomed. And on December 26, 2012, I committed to be his girlfriend. So, I committed myself to him as his girlfriend. Nakakatuwa nga kasi parang sabi niya sa akin ang vow niya sa akin is, he would make me forget all the hurts of my past. So, natuwa ako doon. And then, on December 8, 2013, mga almost a year, he serenaded me in front of Father God and Mama Mary, and he proposed and asked me to be his wife. And I said, yes. So that's me and my fiancé. Do you remember yung goals na sinet ko nung high school ako? Sige, balikan natin yun. Tapos tignan natin kung anong age ko mga nagawa yung mga goals na yun. Nung sinabi ko na mag-work ako abroad, nagawa ko siya ng age 25. Pero syempre doon sa goal ko, age 23 yun. May 2 years late, pero okay lang. Kasi at least nangyari, 'di ba? And then, dun sa I would have a property to my name, nung na-fully pay ko na yung condo, I was age 26. Pero sabi ko na, di ba, age 25, okay lang din. Kasi kung wala akong goal, kung wala akong sinet na ganito, parang, how would I be able to chase it? Parang yun naman yung sa akin. And then, syempre, yung goal ko na sa age 30, na I would have businesses for my family and myself. So, nagawa ko naman siya nung age 28 ako. So, bumawi naman dito si Lord sa akin. Binigyan niya ako ng 2 years advance. And then, di ba sabi ko, by age 32, I am married to a man who has true faith in God. Kita niyo naman, di ba, dun sa proposal na he really has a deep faith in God. So, yun. Our wedding will be on June this year, June 2014. And by then, I would be age 31. Di ba sabi ko dun sa goal ko, I am married to the man who has true faith in God by age 32. Ang nakakatawa is, binigyan pa ulit ako ni God ng 1 year advance. So, yun. So, what's next? Parang natapos ko na lahat ng sinet ko na goals nung high school ako. So, ang ginawa ko, I wrote another set of goals. Ngayon naman, ginawa ko, pinaskill ko na siya sa room ko. Sa anywhere na pwede yung madali kong makita at madali kong mabasa. Naglagay nga rin ako ng copy dun sa ceiling ng kwarto kaya para pagmulat ko pa lang, nakikita ko na ako ano talaga yung goals ko in life. Kasi importante sa akin na lagi akong nare-remind. Kasi kung kunyari, 'di ba, sabi ko sa inyo, I experienced 3 heartbreaks. So I guess kung wala yung mga written goals ko na yon, baka malamang napunta na akong sa kung saan. Kasi hindi ko alam kung saan ako babalik contract kung wala akong mga written goals. So yun. So dahil doon sa mga nagsusulat na kami ng mga written goals, ay nung pag-uwi ko ng nung pagbalik ko, ayun, in-expand ko yung boarding house kasama rin yun sa plan. And then I also started a new business. So I opened a bridal car business. So yun lang. I hope you guys enjoyed my story. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm going to give you a moment to absorb what you just listened. Okay lang ba? Okay lang naman dyan, no? So, Janica, you can go open up the questions box para makita mo yung response. I think you should like type something like clap, 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 or your reaction, please. I'm
Alright.
going to, I'm going to quiet lang ako, para nyo ng awa, all 100 plus of you. Magsabi naman kayo ng response, thank you, kasi wala kasing, you know, tell us what you feel. Tapos babasahin lang ni Janica. Hindi allowed, just pause to understand what just happened there. Okay? Sandali lang ha. Pause lang tayo.
Alright.
O, Janica, nababasa mo ba?
Yes.
Sige,
So
basahin
may
mo lang.
tanong dito na what if your salary is not enough to pay yung debts?
Teka lang,
So
relax lang,
is it
mamaya na yan,
mm.
mamaya na yan. Enjoy muna.
Sige, hindi pa
Enjoy
muna
muna.
to.
Enjoy what you're reading first. Walang kopya to eh. When you do a webinar, this thing does not get saved. So, kung gusto mo,
I see.
picturean mo yung
Alright.
screenshot. So, I suggest you enjoy first what you're reading. Enjoy
Mm-mm.
mo muna, basahin mo muna. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. You're open, still have time for questions. You're open for that. They're gonna ask you weird stuff about your story. Okay lang yan dyan, Nika?
Yes.
Okay, so mamaya, basahin mo muna yan. Magko-commercial lang si Jomar.
Alright.
For listening, we're not finished. Obviously, uh, I'd like to just remind you the reason why we are showing you all these success stories. Everybody who started with a success story started with where you're starting right now. Nung Monday, I don't know if you attended, Maki was drowning in his own blood, literally. Okay? On Tuesday, Keng was a ordinary employee and she dreamt of living in a good-looking house na bibilhin nila. Mukha silang mga totoy-totoy hanggang ngayon. Totoy at Neneng. But they were able to struggle to buy that lot, buy that house. And right now, we have somebody who is part of the 10 million Filipino uh, story, OFW. How to get out of being an OFW and stay home. So, We're showing you all of this because I want to impress upon you the value of a written plan. So can I ask you, everyone, do you have a written plan in the same way you saw today and on Monday and on Tuesday? Or is it just a wish? Did you notice that if you put a wish, like gusto kong magpakasal, tapos you don't follow it up with with an actual plan, step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, it's not really going to make a difference kung hanggang wish lang. Okay? So, I just like to impress upon you, you must have a written plan. And if you don't have one and you need help, we have an event coming up on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday next week. It's online, so if you're an OFW, you can join for us 9:30 in the evening. Let me just go to the slide. 9:30 in the evening to 11:30. We're going to plan your life next week. So this is my very affordable planning work webinar. So just join us during that time and we will guide you on the new system of planning that we have developed. Okay. So that's so webinar style. So let me just so this is the price for that webinar. 5 days of webinars, 2,975 pesos only. For 5 days, you can bug me during that 2 hour time slot. And if you are in a different time zone, just tell us so we'll convert it for you para alam mo anong oras dapat yon. The important thing is, this webinar also has a recording. So if you're not able to join the Monday to Friday, pwede mo makuha yung recording and you can, yung guidance ko, no, nando sa recording and you can just plan on your own time. Okay? But since you paid for the planning, you will exert more effort to actually follow the instructions in the plan. And that's what we want you to do. Exert more effort para magkaroon ka ng plan na written under our guidance. Now, if you're willing to meet us and you know na serious ka sa buhay, meron ba ditong seryoso sa buhay? Yung ayaw ko na life goes on. Parang si Janica, did you notice 4 years in sequence lang yung kinuwento niya sa atin? Nakabalik na siya agad sa Pilipinas. Kasama na yung enjoy, kasama na yung travel, kasama na yung real estate. Did you notice it's very fast? You can do something like that. Pareho kayo ng pinanggalingan. So, if you're serious about learning with us on a work on a in our planning event, it's gonna be on Saturday, January 25. 1 day lang yan, but of course you got a bonus. May bonus siya na all the webinars next week you get to attend that as a bonus. Pero you're really just buying for the January 25 na workshop. So the venue is Tivoli Garden Sky Lounge in Mandaluyong. It's the map is here and it looks like this. Okay, so dito tayo sa penthouse ng Bauhinia. So it's a nice view because I want you guys to have a great view when you're actually planning your life. Kita mo yung mundo, kita mo yung busyness ng mundo. You're stepping away for a while, but not so far. And you're looking at yourself, looking at the future in this very, very high building. And you're going to look at 5 years in the future, 10 years in the future. So dyan tayo, very comfortable, very nice. I'm gonna feed you and we're all gonna have a great time guiding you for 15 minutes per hour and then giving you time to plan. So I also asked my friend Mavis Angeles to give you a live version of what you just experienced right now. Rags to riches naman, literally. Rags to riches. Squatter to real estate developer. Yung building sa likod, yan yung building nila, townhouse nila yan, sila yung gumawa. We actually went there already sa past, sa Pateros. And she's gonna be there, she's gonna be our special guest para i-share sa inyo yung success story niya. Para meron kayong at least one story. Plus, you also get to meet Maki because he's gonna be there. And Janica also. Tama ba? Punta ka, Janica? Dun sa planning workshop sa Saturday.
Yes, pupunta ako.
Di nandun si Janica, nandun si Maki.
I signed up for that.
So, thank you. So, if you want to meet them personally, there. Kayo doon. Okay? But they're not gonna speech. They're also gonna plan with you. So, equal footing, kung gusto mo ng ganon, sabi nga nila, Your 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 income is determined by the people you mingle with. Kung barkada mo lahat tambay, ang income mo alam mo na. Okay? So how do you register? You just follow these links. The 5 webinars is included in the regular premium and pairs. Kasama na yan. Kung gusto mong webinar lang, yan ang afford mo. Nasa ibang bansa ka, you get that. If you're gonna join us, I do encourage you to join us. Pick one. Kung dalawa kayo, share nyo yung cost. Each yan. 5,975 each. And there, that's my short encouragement for you to join the planning event. Because alam natin, nobody was born, nobody was taught, even in school, how to plan your life. Tama ba? I believe it's probably the only time anybody has invited you to plan your life. Tama ba ako? Nakita nyo naman yung mga impact ng plan. Tama? Nakita nyo na ba yung impact? Malaki ang change na nangyayari sa tao na maganda. Okay? Pag-plan. So, I would love it if you really, really, really take it seriously to sabihin mo sarili mo, how can I afford not to plan? How can I afford not to plan? How can I let this go? It's the only time I'm being invited to plan with a group of people na success stories na. Okay? So if you're not here, go to the webinar version, yung 5 webinars. If you're in Manila anyway, you can fly in. I will recognize you during the event if you fly in. As in, ginagawa ko yan, ginawa mo yan, success ka na. Ulitin ko, if you fly into Manila just to attend the planning webinar, success ka na. That action will change you. Okay? So, yan lang. Invite ko lang kayo doon sa event. Now, let's go back to Janica. Ano ba ang nickname natin, Janica? Nika ba? Janica. Baba mo na yung soft drinks. Bad
Nika.
yan for you.
Nika
Nika!
yung nickname ko.
O yan, punta na tayo sa sagot sa mga tanong. Yung unang tanong kanina, yung tungkol sa utang. Go, go, go. Pakisabi muna sa kanila para, ako na lang magsasabi. Ako na lang para favor kayo.
Sige, go.
What if your salary is not enough to pay your debts? Kasi baon ako sa 5-6 from Leia. Yan.
Ang advice ko doon, start muna tayo dun sa saan ba napupunta yung yung buong salary. So pag-aralan muna, track yung expenses, and then doon natin makikita kung saan yung may mga leak, kumbaga. Kung baka pwede naman tayo magtipid sa ganitong bagay, kunyari sa entertainment, para makakuha ba tayo ng enough fund para makabayad tayo ng utang. Maybe you could also PM me para matulungan kita regarding that.
PM.
So, yun.
You mean okay lang biglang magkaroon ka ng 100 extra friends sa Facebook?
Yes, okay lang.
So ano Facebook mo kung game ka?
Hanapin niyo na ako, Janica Moscoso.
Ayan.
Maglalagay ako ng, ayan, ganyan. So, magpo-post ako dun sa Jomar Hilario Mastery Group. So, you guys could see me there.
Tama, mas madali. Hindi sa friendship. Dito kayo pumunta, jhilar.com, JH Mastery. Diyan kayo pumunta, diyan tatambay si Janica. Find Janica here. Para naman masagot yung tanong kahit na hindi kayo mag-friends tayo. Yung ganun. Okay, next question. Hanapin natin. Wala na. Joke. Sabi ni Lee, nasa Singapore din siya. Sabi ni Beth, 29 siya, drifting pa rin. So, gising na ha, Beth, no? What are the steps, sabi ni, teka lang nawala, Peachy. What are the steps that you did to be able to reach your goals? Meron na kasing nabanggit kanina na action items. Sige, ikaw nang bahala doon.
Bale,
Malaki.
ang importante talaga is to know what you really want. So, very important yun. Ako kasi yung ako naman yung tipo ng tao na hindi ako masyadong nagko-conform sa society. So, kung ano talaga yung gusto ko, yun talaga yung siniset ko na goal. So, wag tayong parang kumbaga, wag natin tignan kung ano yung meron dun sa kapitbahay natin. Tignan natin kung ano talaga yung nasa puso natin. And then, dun tayo magkakaroon ng clarity. Tapos from that clarity, dun natin malalaman kung ano yung gusto nating ma-achieve sa buhay. And then from that, from dun sa mga goals na na-set nyo, dun yun makukuha yung inspiration nyo to plan.
Nice. Wisdom, wisdom. Grabe. Sabi ni Clarice, akala ko ba 21 ka lang? Anyway, hanap pa ako ng tanong. Sabi ni Len Marks, I'm reminded to look at my dream board daily. Okay.
Important din yun.
Yang ka daw, grabe. Thank you.
Salamat.
Basa mo naman ano? Hindi ko nababasahin yung may tungkol sa isang tao dyan na nagsalita ng Monday. Sabi ni Divine, I guess it's not too late for me to plan. Sige, ikaw yan. Ito, ikaw, sabihan mo si Ana. Sabi niya, um, I have been to Singapore as well 2 years ago as an OFW, but unfortunately, I never invested for anything. Na little regrets lang naman. Yun. Anong masasabi mo kay Annalyn?
Um, kung regret yun, is never too late pa rin naman to start. Lagi naman ako naniniwala sa ganun eh. Na kung kunyari, kahit nagkamali tayo or tingin natin may mali tayong ginawa sa buhay, pwede pa rin naman tayo magsimula ulit. So yun, let's just plan it out para natin makukuha yung, kunyari, hindi ka nakapag-invest. Ngayon, since nakakuha ka ng realization sa sarili mo na, oo, gusto ko mag-invest, then, from there, mag-start na tayo mag-plan kung paano natin magagawa yun.
Ito may tanong dito si Speechy. Regular yan. How do you stay focused sa goals mo? Minsan kasi ang dami pumapasok na gusto kong gawin.
Sa akin naman, usually, kapag may maraming pumapasok na gusto kong gawin, tinatry ko na talaga sila. Kasi, para sa akin, kung lagi lang ako may what if, edi parang na-occupy yung mind ko sa kakaisip ng mga what if na yun. Edi gagawin ko na lang siya. Kung nakita ko na hindi para sa akin yun, hindi ako nag-enjoy or feeling ko hindi ko siya matatagalan, tsaka ko na lang siya bibitawan. Kumbaga, okay, okay pa rin naman talaga mag-explore hanggang sa makita mo kung ano talaga yung totoong gusto mo.
So,
And
sobrang
then with staying focused,
Go, go,
mhm.
go.
So
Go.
kung staying focused naman, kunyari alam mo sa sarili mo na ang core mo talaga is to serve or to sing or to dance. So kahit na anong mangyari dun kung may mga challenges na dumating, siguro ang advice ko is isulat mo talaga yung mga goals mo, kung ano ba talaga yung vision mo para sa buhay mo. Para kapag may mga challenges na dumating na kagaya nun, na kunyari, nagkaroon ka ng problema sa family, at least may babalikan ka, mareremind ka na bakit mo ba ginagawa yung mga bagay-bagay sa buhay mo. Kaya importante rin talaga na nakasulat yung mga goals natin.
That's great answer. Galing. Meron dito, very specific answer. Sabi niya, uh, how do I start getting property for generating income? Tanong ni Ralph.
Mm.
Ralph is probably like 23 years
Sa
old. Yeah.
Alright. Kasi ako naman, ang ginawa ko I really sought information. So, nag-research talaga ako ng nag-research. So, kung ako siya, ganun din yung gagawin ko. Maghanap ka ng magtuturo sa'yo, mentors, mag-research ka online, all the info that you need, lahat. Kunyari, may mga tanong ka sa isip mo, hanapin mo agad yung sagot. So, kunyari, gusto mo mag-start sa real estate. So, syempre, alamin mo muna kung ano ba yung mga meron na dapat malaman about real estate. So, basa ka muna ng mga books, tsaka sa internet, ganyan. And then, kapag may mga questions ka na, doon ka na rin maghanap ng mga mentors mo. Tsaka don't hesitate also to reach out do sa mga authors. Yan, yung mga, may nakita ka vlogger na susulat ang forte niya talaga is foreclosed properties, di kunya kila Jay Castillo. Pwede, I think naman, they would also be open to answering your questions.
Thanks for that. Okay, I have a question from 5 May. Have you tried doing your plans in a formal setting before, like what Sir Jomar is holding on January 25, or lahat ng plans mo sarili mo lang gawa?
Sa akin, ang nangyari nun, kapag may time kasi talaga na pag sobrang ang gulo-gulo, ang dami nangyayari, maalis talaga ako doon sa kwarto ko eh. Kailangan ko talaga maghanap ng place na tahimik. Kagaya ng ginagawa ko dati nung high school, kapag kailangan ko talaga ng mag-focus, kailangan ko talaga ng clarity, kailangan malinis yung brain ko para kapag nag-aral ako, papasok, ma-absorb ko lahat. Pumupunta ako sa park. Tas doon, ano siya, maaliwalas, maluwag, maganda tignan, tahimik. So, doon ako nakakapag-plan kasi doon nagiging clear yung mind ko eh. So, yan. Siguro, fortunate na lang ako na sa Singapore kasi marami ring mga parks. Kaya, nagamit ko yung mga venues na yun for my planning.
Tip, kung gusto niyo mag-plan, punta
Pero
kayo
yung,
Singapore.
mhm,
Kung gusto niyo mag-plan, punta
mm.
kayo Singapore. Daming parks doon. Setting aside talaga ang importante, no? Kailangan na set aside
Yes,
mo yung
very
time na yon.
important yun.
Hindi lang basta sulat, tas kakain ka na after that. Di ba?
Yes. Tsaka pala, Jomar, kasi napansin ko din na usually kasi kapag hindi tayo nag-plan or hindi tayo nag-strategize, usually firefighting na lang yung mode natin palagi. Kumbaga, kung ano na lang yung dumating, doon tayo magre-respond. So, sa kadalasan kapag ganun yung mode natin, hindi na natin alam kung saan tayo papunta. Kumbaga, wala tayong clear view ng kung saan yung daan na pupuntahan natin. So, kung meron tayong plan or meron tayong strategy, kapag may dumating dyan, alam mo yung magiging response mo. Hindi ka lang basta-basta magre-respond. Nakuha niyo yung idea? Parang, alam mo na papunta ka sa point A eh. So, kung meron dumating na challenge, alam mo, mapipili mo kung ano yung tamang response para makapunta ka dun sa point A na yun.
Galing. Galing. Gets nyo naman, no? Say, I'll put myself on the line. What do you say about them attending a planning event na formal? I don't know what you're about to say, so bahala ka na.
Ay, sa akin, I really would like to invite you din na pumunta dun sa planning event ni Jomar. Kasi I realize na kapag iba rin talaga yung gagawa na, alam mo yung pare-pareho kayong nasa isang lugar. Tapos, alam nyo na pare-pareho kayo nagpaplano ng buhay nyo kung paano natin ma-achieve yung mga life goals natin. And, para kasing pag marami nakaka-inspire din eh. Tapos, syempre, alam naman natin na lalabas tayo ng bahay. So, kumbaga, magbabago rin talaga yung perspective natin kapag wala tayo dun sa bagay, sa lokasyon na very familiar tayo. Kaya very important din talaga yung changing of state eh. Very important na mag-iba tayo ng location. merong nagagawa yun dun sa mind natin. Tapos maganda pa dito dun sa planning event ni Jomar, at least yun, meron siyang direction. Kumbaga, kung hindi niyo pa alam kung paano talaga magplano ng buhay niyo, doon, mabibigyan kayo ng ideas, mabibigyan kayo ng mga tips on how you could find clarity sa buhay niyo.
I'd like to clarify something very important. Are you guys ready? Sabihin mo, I'm ready. O type nyo yes if you're still awake and you can understand. This is something very, very, very important. You ready? Okay. Thank you. We are not going to write down your goals during the event. We are not, hi Lucia, we are not going to write down your goals. Kahit nasa CR kayo, kaya nyo nang isulat yung goals nyo. Okay? Kahit nasa jeep kayo, kaya nyo nang isulat yung goals nyo. We're actually going to write a plan. Yung pinakita ni Janica, that's the title. Get married. How do you do that? Yung plano, how do you make that happen? Buy real estate. How do you do that? We're going to write down a plan. And the way we're going to write the plan is like a movie. So if you have any experience in copywriting and screenwriting, that's what we're going to do. Gagawa tayo ng kwento, ikaw ang bida. Shh! Sali lang si Lucia maingay. Lucia is the daughter who owns the room. Okay? She is 4 years old. Anyway, tandaan nyo, don't be caught up in yung mga nakasulat na maliliit. Meron yung details. Di ba, Just, Chanika. May details yan. Hindi lang basta, one-liner, I'm gonna get married. Are you kidding? Hindi ganon. Maraming steps yan. Yung tinatawag nila na action steps. Sige, ikaw magsalita, hindi ako.
Yes, tama yun, Jomar. Yung sinabi mo na, parang tip of the iceberg lang kasi yung mga sinulat ko dun eh. Kumbaga, parang ito yung gusto kong mangyari, then I would find a way on how to do that. So, yun yung plan.
Yun. What's different about this planning session, nobody does this. Kasi bagong develop lang to. Hindi ako nag-develop, I just incorporated many ideas. And yung sinabi ni Janica na pag may nangyari, alam mong gagawin mo. This plan will be like that. Pag may nangyaring masama, alam mo gagawin mo. Pag yung masama, nasundan ng isa pang masama, alam mo ang gagawin mo. Question, sinong gusto ng buhay na ganun? Yan, so make sure you're part of that planning event. Kasi guaranteed ko, if you wanna attend a planning event like that, ako lang gumagawa nun. Kasi inimbento lang namin to. Pinagdikit-dikit namin yung iba-ibang planning styles. Tapos we incorporated Hollywood screenwriting into this event. So this is unique. You can go to the US and do this. Okay? Because the guidance we're supplying you comes from research. Ano? Galing tayo mag-research, marami tayong virtual assistant. Di ba? So, ganun. Ngayon, hi, Janica, nagpapatawa si King, yung nagsalita kagabi. Sabi niya, pwede ba magpaturo maghanap ng apartment? Give me 5 tips looking for good rental property. 5 tips in looking for good rental property. Yun ang gusto niyang tanongin eh.
Actually, King, kasi kailangan alam natin kung, seryoso ka naman sa question mo, di ba?
Yes.
So, alam natin dapat kung anong klase yung area. Kunyari, naghahanap ka ng, ang familiar sa'yo is Makati. So, sa Makati, mas maganda na familiar ka talaga sa lugar na yon. Kumbaga, alam mo kung saan yung residential. Alam mo kung saan yung rental area. Alam mo kung saan madalas may bumibili. Kumbaga, kailangan alam mo yung mga ganun para kunyari, ang hanap mo is rental. So, dapat dun ka sa rental area talaga bumili. Gets mo yung idea doon about sa real estate. Hindi lang siya yung basta-basta nakita mo residential tapos bibilihin mo na yon thinking na pwede mo siyang maparenta. Hindi siya ganun lang. Kasi syempre titignan mo din kung very accessible ba to sa sa nagko-commute. Kung hindi naman siya accessible sa nagko-commute, edi malamang kailangan ng may sasakyan. So sino ba yung may mga sasakyan? So ito yung mga usually can afford to buy a house. So ang hinahanap nito yung mga properties for sale. Nakuha mo yung idea. So ganun siya.
I think I have a last question. Sana madrama no? Ikaw ang bahalang sumagot dito sa tanong
Mhm.
na to. Hindi ko kaya. In choosing your dreams or goals, what do you prioritize first? Anong ni Gladys?
In choosing my dreams or goals, anong pa-prioritize ko?
Yeah, among them, among your dreams and your
Um,
goals, which one did you why, how do you prioritize them?
kasi ang nung ginawa ko yung mga goals ko na yon, alam ko na gusto ko kasing bigyan ng comfortable life yung family ko, na alam ko din na baka eventually maging breadwinner ako. So, parang kumbaga since yun yung goal in mind ko, inisip ko ano yung mga short term goals ko para ma-achieve ko yon. Nakuha niyo yung idea. So, kailangan meron kang end in mind muna. And then from that end in mind, dun mo malalaman kung ano yung mga short-term goals na kailangan mong unahin. I'm not sure if I answered it right
No, that's it. You
para
got
sa
it.
inyo.
You nailed it. You don't prioritize if you don't know why you're planning. Tama. How do you prioritize? Ano bang
Mhm.
gusto mo mangyari? Okay?
Yes.
Tama, galing. So, thank you so much, Janica, for being here, telling us your life story to a bunch of 120 strangers. So, clap everyone, clap, clap. Salamat, Janica. And
Salamat sa inyo.
I will see you on Saturday and see you Monday kung attend ka ng webinars. Okay, again, let me repeat. If you get into the webinar on the workshop on Saturday next week, bonus na sa inyo yung webinar. Iba yung mga the way we will present the webinars kaysa dun sa ma-experience nyo sa live events. Iba, syempre ibang-iba. But you won't be missing if you don't attend the webinars. However, planning is seriously done over a course of several days, not one day. Kasama na yung downloadables, Beth, pag nag-attend ka sa live. Kaya I really encourage you to attend the live. Okay? So, ginawa ko ng 6 days yan para talagang sulit, walang joke. You're really going to plan your life. Okay? So, kita-kits tayo next week sa Lunes ng 9:30. I can still move that to 10, pero ayokong umabot kayo ng midnight. 2 hours yan eh. So, 9:30 to 11:30. Make sure you've reserved your seats. Tomorrow is the deadline for the low rates. I reduced the amounts into less than 2,000 na yung fees, di ba? So, tomorrow po ang deadline ng low rates. If you want to see all the details, it's here. It's also there in the replay. Nasaan na yung replay? It's in 5. The replay for this is in 5 dreams come true. That's the replay. And for the workshop itself, all the details are found in jhilar.com. Plan your 2014. Yan yung dalawa. Siyempre, wala pa yung replay doon. Lalagay ko pa lang. Okay? So, thank you so much for joining, everyone. Do me a favor. Announce tomorrow. Announce nyo sa Facebook nyo na you're going to listen to an army guy tomorrow. You're gonna listen to a father tomorrow. You're gonna listen to Manix de Duque tomorrow as he talks about his dreams. I think this one is about traveling naman. Okay naman? Okay ba sa inyo yun? Please do bring at least one person para mapuno ulit tayo sa GoToWebinar at mapuno din ang Google Hangouts. Can you promise that you're gonna bring at least one person tomorrow to listen to the stories? Yes? Mag-yes naman kayo. Kaya nyo naman yun eh. Somebody you love. Wala naman siyang mahihirit, mahal mo siya eh. Somebody you love. Bring somebody you love. Sabihin mo, just listen. That's the That's the invitation. Come with me, listen with me, upo tayo. Pagka malayo siya, OFW siya, dapat ngayon mo siya in-invite. Meron namang replay. Ito yung links, okay? So just tell them to just listen. I expect tomorrow mga 300 tayo, ha? As in listening. Okay, Ox? So I'm going to ask you guys tomorrow, may kasama ba kayo dyan? Nakikinig ba siya? Lalo na kung galit siya sa'yo, nakasimango, sige, just ask them to listen, okay? Manix, the Duque will be the one for tomorrow, and he's still an employee. He's an IT guy, actually head of IT sa Army. And on Friday night is our last culminating would be Jones Mancilia, a virtual assistant, and she's gonna talk to you about her written dreams, written in Tagaytay 2 years ago, and how those came true. And ito, exacto numbers din. Okay, thank you so much for joining. Do visit the links on your screen, and Nikki will be entertaining your questions in case you have some more questions. God bless everyone. Thank you for giving your life and giving yourself a chance. Okay, Ox? Pag member ka ng online mentoring club, may additional 1,000 ka pang discount. Hindi mo ba alam yon? Alam mo na ngayon. So, bahala na sa inyo si Nikki. Okay? Janica, good night. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon.
Alright, thank you, Jomar. Good night then to you and everyone.
Okay.